Hello, everyone at Gratiot String Association. My name is Paul Fisher, and today I will be showing you all how to make a website using the Gratiot String Association website under WordPress. That was one of the original project requirements for the GSA website, was to make a place where the Gratiot String Association would be able to hold events or display events in their website. After some investigation, I found that you are already able to do that. However, that requires a bit of back-end knowledge, and that's where this video comes into play. So a few things I wanted to talk about first. I am on the Gratiot String Association website. This is their homepage with their logo, and then the other pages you can navigate to. If we scroll down with the mouse, we will eventually get to events coming soon. This is where events are posted. As you can see, there are not many actual events. It says test link, event 2, event 3, and test 1 event. Those are not very descriptive events. This was a place for events to be held, and if for events to be displayed, my apologies, and if tweaked right in the backend, if the right backend work is completed, we can display actual events, and we can have them expire when they are over. Now, in order to do that, another thing I wanted to note is that I'm in the editing mode. I am logged into the website, to GSA's website, and I'm in its editing mode. You can tell by the little bar up here that says Gratiot Country Strings, Customize, New, Edit Page, etc., etc. So in order to get to the back end of the website and begin being able to make events, we would navigate to, on this bar, where it says Gratiot Country Strings, hover the mouse over it, where you get this drop-down menu, and then you click on Dashboard. You may have to hover over it for half a second or so to be able to get it. Now we are in the back end. We have this menu with a bunch of actions, a bunch of places to go. The place we are looking for is event listings. Similar to Dashboard before, you bring the mouse over to event listings, hover over it for about a half a second, and then it will have this little drop-down menu. You would click on all events to be able to go to the menu where we can see all of our events. So we have this GSA surprise concert that is not public on the website. We can see that if we hover over status, it'll give us this little flag that says it is a draft, so it is not public on the website. So we can go ahead and click on the little trash can to delete it permanently. We don't want that GSA July surprise concert because we will be making another GSA surprise concert event in just a moment. Over here, we can see, probably should have done this first, but over here we can see all these events that we saw on the homepage. Test link, test 1 event, event 3, and event 2. All the other events, then at the top there was the GSA July surprise concert that I just deleted, which is completely fine. It was not visible on the website at all, so it made no difference to remove that. But how, we have this menu here, how do we make a new event? Well, to do that, we would navigate to next to events, over the add new button, click on it, and this will take us to an event. We didn't want that old July surprise concert because we were making a new one. GSA, for all intents and purposes, let's say we have an event called GSA July Surprise Concert. And then under this menu right here is a description of the event. Let's say surprise concert for the month of July. We hope you attend. But you can say whatever you want here. Generally, you want to say what the event is. So that is all said and done. If we scroll down, we have all these boxes under event data. This part is where, let me scroll down some more. That's perfect. This part um, is all about the data of your event, where it will be held, what room it will be in, the start date, end date, time, if there are any social media pages associated with the organization uh, holding the event, etc. So, for all intents and purposes, let's say we will be holding our GSA Surprise July concert in the venue of Alma College. Um, Now that we have that taken care of, we can navigate over here to address, and say 614 West Superior Street, Alma, Michigan. And it's a little bit weird for here. You would need to put in the city and state as well. Um, and my browser is Google Chrome. It has some autocorrect, so that may or may not come up if you attempt to do this as well. Um, Now that we have the address, we navigate to zip code. It will be Alma College's zip code is 48001. And then the location. The location is the specific place where the event will be held. Let's say we hold our surprise July concert in the Oscar E. Remick, I hope I spelled that right, Heritage Center. Perfect, perfect. So we have this other thing called event banner. That's actually dictates the how the event will look on the homepage. You saw all those other pages, those other events just had a plain gray background. If you wanted to have an image for our event instead of just the plain background, we would go to upload, and then we could navigate over here to upload files. To upload files from our computer. However, for all intents and purposes, we want to go to Media Library, and then let's navigate over to this picture of a cellist, because cello is just the best instrument. I am not biased at all. I'm a cellist, by the way. But we will use this picture of a cello as the banner. We would click on Use File, and then you will see this little URL. Don't worry about that. Every image has a URL that is associated with it, and that is the specific URL for the image that we will be using for our event banner. Now, for the start date of our surprise July concert, we'll be holding it in Alma. So let's say for this weekend, July, it'll navigate over this little calendar. You can't see it because my autocorrect is in the way, or autofill is in the way. But let's go over to Saturday, July 22nd. Now over here we have start time. Let's say we start at, let's enter 7:30 p.m. As you can see, there are all these times below. You can navigate over to them if you would like, or it makes things easier to type in the time on your own. So we can press the enter key, or we can click on the time that is highlighted. So we can do that. It'll be at 7 p.m. on Saturday, July 22nd, 2023. Now, we'll be going for a pretty long time. Let's say it also ends on the 22nd. The end date is not as important, but let's say it ends on the 22nd at 10 p.m. And if your time is just on the hour, you can enter 9 p.m., 10 p.m., 10 a.m., things of that nature, and it will still go to that. So we click on 10 p.m. So now our surprise July concert is July 22nd, 2023, from 7:30 p.m. until 10 p.m. That seems like a very fun concert. The registration deadline box over here, this one is not as important. If there is no sort of registration or anything for the event, for GSA events, I don't expect there to be any sort of registration deadline, unless you would like to make events for the deadline, things like the deadline for sign up, things of that nature. Then those might come into play. But yeah, For the most part, I don't believe we will need a registration deadline, so we can skip over this. For organization name, obviously we have the autocorrect is trying to do it for me, but we'll say Gratiot String Association. If I can spell it right, that is perfect. Organizer description. This one is not so important. You can, for all intents and purposes, you can skip over this. Unless it's a sponsor like Alma College or something like that, we can move on to the next one. Organizer email. I believe it is Gratiot strings. Yep, autofill is trying to fill it for me, but Gratiot string assoc at gmail.com. Perfect. If anybody wants to contact you about the event, you can use that email. Now for website, I will just use autocorrect for this one. Actually, yeah, you can put in your URL, gratiotstrings.org. Twitter, Gratiot Strings does not have a Twitter, which is completely fine, nor does it have a YouTube. It would be, autocorrect is helping me again. It would be facebook.com/gratiotstrings, which you can find on the Facebook webpage, and then copy paste the link. The expiry date. What is expiry? Well, the website shows events, and it has a function where you can choose a certain date where they will no longer show or where they will expire. For all intents and purposes, let us make our event expire, since the concert will be on the 22nd. So let's make it expire on the 23rd, July 23rd. Now, all that is said and done, we've entered in all the information for our event. Let's scroll up and then say we would click on publish. Alrighty, now this event is published. We can navigate to the homepage by scrolling up to this bar again, hovering over the Gratiot County strings, and then selecting Visit Site. This bar will appear a little bit different if you are in the back end of the website. For clarification, you would click on to click on Visit Site. We are redirected to the homepage. We would scroll down. Events coming soon, and we have our GSA surprise concert. We can click on that, and it brings us to a website for that event. Surprise concert for the month of July. We hope you attend. That description is all there, and you can now share it with everything. You can share it on LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, etc. That is all very cool. So how would we delete that event? Well, actually, we saw previously how to just delete events. I will navigate back to, we hover over this, go to dashboard, go to event listings, hover, and then go to all events. It will show the web page. You were curious how to delete events before. We would click on the little trash can. However, we don't necessarily want to delete our event. We just want to have it not show up anymore. We would click over this check mark, or we click on this check mark, my bad. And then we scroll down, go to bulk actions, click on that, and then go to expire events and apply. Now you'll see this little check mark has gone to an X. Now if we go back to the website, we will see that it is no longer there. However, if we go back, sorry, I'm moving fast. I don't have much time left to screen record. What we can do is we can click on the little pencil to go to edit. Oh, you can do this anytime. Go over expired, click on edit, then click on active. Okay, and then publish. And then this will show up on there.